Well, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today we are working on this PC some more, building it out of parts, extra parts that I have here at my house. And so now we're going to install a hard drive, and this is just the physical installation of it. It's not like the software installation. And so I have this drive from an old server. It's a 2 terabyte Western Digital. It didn't work in the old server because it is green, as you can see here, and the green drives go to sleep. The servers don't like it when your drives go to sleep, and it had some errors with it, and so I ended up not using it. And now we're going to put it in here. It's going to be the primary drive. 2 terabytes is a lot. And it'll be just fine for this machine. Most gaming PCs, you don't want green drives, or machines or workstations and stuff like that. You don't want the green unless it's like a secondary drive storage, something like that. And the reason is because they're power saving. They are typically, not always, but typically they're lower RPMs, which means the data won't transfer quite as fast, and they go to sleep. And it takes a minute for them to spin up again. And so this one right here, I don't know if it says on here what the RPMs are on it. I suspect it's 7,200. I haven't bought any 5,200 drives in quite a long time. So, okay. Let's look at a couple of things here. The first is that we're gonna be putting it right in here. Let me see if my camera can see this. And so we're gonna be putting it into one of these slots here, and the down here. Okay, so we have. Right here, this longer connector is the power, and then the shorter one is the data. Here is a data cable. You can see that it's keyed, and the data cable is going to fit right over this little lip right here, and it's just going to fit right in there, and it actually snaps. You can hear it snap, and you gotta hit the tab to pull it back out. So. And then the power cables, let's see here, do I have, yeah, here's power. They do not have tabs on them, but they are keyed the same, and it will just fit right on here, only one way. You cannot plug it in wrong. If you plug it in wrong, it means you absolutely forced a square peg into a round hole, and which is not good. So, there we go. Okay, now, I've got some different bays here. This is for floppy drives. Who has floppy drives anymore? I don't know. And this is for hard drive. Now this is a quick release system. I just turn them. They're plastic. They've got little pins in here, which are going to go into the screw holes of the hard drive. And so I'm just going to slide this in here, and then put this back in. Let's see, as long as it's lined up. Gotta make sure it's lined up. There we go. And then be able to put that in, twist, and look at that. Hard drive's not going anywhere. It is that simple. So now, as far as power and such, we've got, let's see here, we have got the stuff here. So these are our ports. This one can handle a lot of drives. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can handle 8 drives in it, which is quite a few. And these white ones up here, they're SATA 2. They'll do 6 gigabit, and these blue ones will do 3 gigabit per second. This is a 3 gigabit per second drive, and so we're not going to use the 6 gigabit slot. I don't have any devices that will use the 6 gigabit slot, but I don't want to plug anything into there because later I may, if we put something into here that does, then we'll want to use that and won't want to have to unplug something to plug something else in. So, okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect up power, and these cables, we'll manage all these cables later. Let me just find one here. Here we go. Okay, and it is keyed, like I mentioned before. And so you can see the key here on it, and voila, it is plugged in. Now I'm going to plug in the data cable. I should hear it snap. That one's not snapping. Let me see if this one. There we go. That one walked in. Okay, and then I have these that are really easy to get to down here, so I'm just going to use one of these, and there we go. It is plugged in. So now, when I turn on this computer, that it will recognize that hard drive. Now I have one other device that needs to go in here, and that is a CD-ROM or DVD. Nowadays, I remember when you used to buy these, and they were crazy expensive to get one that wasn't just a CD-ROM. They were, now, this is a DVD multi-recorder. It'll record CDs, DVDs, read-write, all that jazz. The one in my other machine will do Blu-ray and everything, and it's like, I don't know, it's just, and it's so cheap. So, okay, now I don't know that this little camera is going to do us much good on this part. So right up here is the spot where I'm going to put this. So up in the first spot, there's a reason for putting it in the first spot, which let me see here what we've got as far as the case and let's see here. There is, so you can pull these covers off, and but I don't want to break anything while I'm pulling it off. Oh, I hate that. It scares the crap out of me like I'm going to break it. Okay, so what we've got here is this is the front case. All the wires come up here, all the LEDs here, the switches. You see the USB ports and stuff up here. What we've got on here is that this is a cover that sits in here to make it look good, and you got to pop these things out. They're a real pain in the butt, especially when you've got on the front of the case here, we got metal ones here, and so we're just going to use this top slot because I don't want to, screw around with all of this. And okay, let's see here. So these. I don't want to bust it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I pulled this one out. You can see it here now. I don't see much reason to keep this one because we're never going to run a computer without a drive in it. So, in the trash. Okay, so now I'm going to put this cover back on because I want to make sure that this drive lines up correctly whenever I put it in. And so okay, what have we got here? Those are just plastic. Oh, the reason that came off so good is because this one's broken up here. Yeah, I remember I pulled this off once before and I broke it. And that's part of the problem with these things is you got to be so careful. You got to know how to do it in the right order and I busted this one. So it's always going to be a little bit loose on its connection at the top, which sucks. But it's just a fact of life. Okay, there we go. Use some force to push it all on there. And so, okay. Now we're gonna put in this drive, and we'll see what it looks like. It's gonna be the same as the hard drive. Pull that piece out right there. Sometimes it depends. Yeah, this one will fit in from the front. Most of the time they will, not all of the time. Okay, so interesting. Okay, these are not lining up. So let me see if I'm doing something wrong here. Did you catch that? Let's see if I'm doing something wrong here. It's upside down. Okay, so that would be why it wasn't lining up. There we go. That looks much better. So typically they'll be flush here. And so now I've got the holes in the side here, and let's see if this will just lock in. It may take a little bit of finagling to get it to where it feels just right. And okay, there's one, there's the other. Okay, that one is in. Woohoo! Okay, now this has the same deal up here with the cables. So you can see right up here. It's just the same deal on power and on the data. And I've just now realized that I have another power connector to plug in. I have one right here, but I don't have another data cable. So I'm going to have to go find one. Damn it. I somehow kind of messed up on that, I guess, forgetting that this was also going to require data like that. So anyway, I can plug in the power, and then that is good. And then it'll plug in the data. Will plug into one of these spots down here, and the drives will be in. If you wanted more drives, you could put in more hard drives, and there's more data cable slots. This particular case does not have, or this particular power supply does not have a lot of hard drive attachments, and so it can only handle 4 drives on the power. You'd have to go with a different power supply. So anyway, that ends this episode for mounting the drives. Next episode we will put in the memory and the cards. So there's only going to be, I think, 1 card in this, a massive video card that I've got for it, and that'll be it. Then we're just about ready to fire it up. All I gotta do is get that other data cable. Oh my. So, okay, if you're watching this live on Twitch, don't go anywhere. For you guys on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed so you know when the next episode comes out, and I'll be right back. Click, damn it. Oh, come on, really? My little wireless mouse here is not working. Well, now that you've made it this far, can I interest you in a few more videos? You know, in the upper left, I get questions from people who are really exploring about who they are, what they should do, and, you know, the other people around them. And in that video, I really try and explain how you can just be yourself. Don't worry about the BS that other people give you. Just be you and continue forward. In the upper right, you see all that lightning going off? Woohoo! You know, I am a big fan of hazardous weather. And I filmed this while in Mississippi and set the lightning show to music, hard rock music. So check it out if you want some just creative stuff that I've done. At the bottom left is the mailbag. It's a brand new series that I've just started, and it's where I am reading the mail one by one that comes into my YouTube account. I'm not skipping anything, and I'm not leaving anything out, and just saying it as it is and what comes to my mind. And when we hit one that's really good, the video continues through that one, and we talk about that subject, and then that segment is over. So I've come across quite a few good things from that, and it's been very well received. You should check it out if you want to see what other viewers are saying. And in fact, if you want to send me anything, you can. It will get read. So, and then in the lower right, you know, sometimes we have to deal with really shitty people. And, you know, I explain some of my experiences. You know, I was a bus driver. I got assaulted several times on the bus. I owned a computer store and had abusive customers. And in fact, just the other day, I fired a customer because he was an asshole. So, you know, don't put up with that stuff. Just, you know, make sure that people are respectful of you and have compassion for those other people. So, anyway, enjoy the music on the way out. Make your selection. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care.